Good morning, everyone. So today I have a sponsored video from Tonic Studios for their new craft kit. It is the Whimsical Wonderland, which sounds adorable already, so let's check it out. These items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So with their craft kit, you can pick it up as a membership, monthly, membership. You can do a quarterly membership where every 3 months you would be charged for the quarterly. It does have a different pricing, a little bit lower, and then the shipping is also a little lower than if you just did the membership. And there's a one-off purchase, which is just like if you were to purchase it and not have any commitment. And even with the having commitment, you can cancel at any time. So there's that, and you can also skip whenever you're a member of the quarterly. If there's one that you go, maybe I'll wait for next month, you can skip it, and it would have already been charged, right? So nothing will be taken from that. So and then you get 10% off their site when you are an active member. So let's check this out. So this month it does come with a binder, and I'm noticing the binder I believe comes out every 3 months. So this month you have a binder, and it holds 3 of these guys, the folder, and then the next time or quarter or however you get another binder. So it just that's just how they do it. So every 3 months, one of the kits includes a binder. Super cute with their logo and that beautiful little sprays there of like leaves around the edge. So let's check it out, because Whimsical Wonderland sounds very cute. And I do have my sticker, so I do have samples, I should say. So something you might see here might be a little bit different than what you receive. Generally they always have a list of exactly what's in the package, and generally what I mean by might be different than what you receive, I might have a little bit less or something. That's usually what ends up happening. If it is different at all, like sometimes I don't have the sticker. And then yours will also come with like a brochure, like a booklet kind of thing, well, like a foldable that has maybe some inspo on it, and if it needs instruction, there'll be instruction, things like that. But look how cute. So already gingerbread people, I am ready for it, you guys. We love Christmas in July, so I'm gonna put that on there. And so when you have it in your binder, you flip through and you know, oh yeah, this is the one I was looking for, and you have it there, and you can pop it right out and use it. It's always a split die sheet and a photopolymer stamp set. So let me show you the photopolymer stamp set. It looks like it has like a little house kind of image there. We have Merry Christmas. Oh, what fun. It's all kind of like a childlike kind of script or font. From our home to yours. There's like little swirls and cute little gumdrops and stars and things like that. Accents probably for like a little tree. And I have little gingerbread people. Super cute. 'Tis the season to be jolly. All that kind of fun stuff. And so let's check out this split card here. It looks like I might be missing a little something right here, because generally if there's a piece of tape, that means there should be a die there, but maybe it's somewhere else in the package. Usually these come, again, my samples, usually these come wrapped in a plastic casing, like this kind of thing, over the top of it. So yours will not be missing a die, okay? So yeah, so let's check it out. So there's like a little gingerbread house. Oh my goodness, hold on. Okay, this is the main part here. And then you can do the inlay, and it's very decorative with little like icing swirls and all that cuteness. Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna, for me, I love their ginger colored paper, and we'll see what the papers are in here, but cut this one out like that and then inlay it with the white, so it looks like the white icing right on top. I love it. There's like a little rooftop, there's some icing on that too. Let's see here. Different kinds of inlays, so I guess on this portion too you can do this inlay here with like little swirls and little hearts. We have like what looks like for a gift box, that's the top part of it, and maybe these are the gifts, so they have like a funky kind of Dr. Seussy feel, We have this portion here that goes to this guy, and I don't know if that's like a tree base or if that's just like another little house kind of piece. There's this piece here, and then another inlay, so we have a taller gingerbread house and like a short gingerbread house. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Some of the words have dies in the background piece. There's like for little, to cut out some of these other items. Doorway looks like. I believe these are, okay, so we have a Christmas tree, and I can see over here we have a die with like a little tree that you can have an inlay. I believe, oh, the little gingerbread, there's just a lot going on. There are inlays for like the gifts or tree base, if you want to use it however, that looks like an inlay for a tree base. Yeah, there's just a lot going on in here. I was trying to see what this might be. we will figure that out. Look at the little curly Q trees, super cute. So lots to play with, lots of fun. There's like a little swirl. Lovely. Let's put that to the side here, and let's see what our embellishment items are. Oh, nice. So there's a full-size acorn brown. I do not have this color, so I'm happy to have that. Acorn brown. They're hybrid ink pads, which mean they are waterproof and alcohol ink proof. So it's a hybrid ink, and that's generally what they mean. You just wanted to let it fully dry before using alcohol ink markers on them, but I always let them fully dry regardless. I don't go right in with, like, you know, water. So, but yeah, it'll tell you that on the back there. Super nice. Love the color. Oh, look at this. Excuse me. So we have a full-size Nuvo Mica Mist in a really gorgeous, like, I don't know what, well, let's see what they call it. Barrel swirl. There you go. That's perfect. So like barrel and then swirl. The gemstone barrel. That's lovely. Let's see here. We have a Nuvo drop with a beautiful gold color, and it is called Gilded Gold. Really pretty, and this is their vintage drop. So when it dries with more of like a matte look. Really, really nice. And then this one we have Nuvo Glitter Accents. Ooh, in the color Fresh Snowfall. That is cool. So it is a glitter, so it probably will have a white glitter. Let me just kind of open this up. Yeah, and it has a white look, so I don't know if it dries translucent, but I have a feeling it dries white because of the name, right? Fresh Snowfall. Let me just open this guy up. Oh, lots of goodies in here. A glitter marker, Nuvo glitter marker, and it is in the color Iced Ivy. And I usually, you know, if I use it in the project, I'll use it, but let me just show you really quickly. So these are water-based markers. They're definitely used on porous surfaces like paper. You can use it on something slippery like this, but after a while it probably would come away. I'm trying to find a little scrap of something that we can work on, but basically it looks like this. So you have to prime it, of course. Oh, here's a scrap of paper. You can see the colors already coming down. Ooh, that is so shimmery. Look at that. It has like that metallic look to it. And let's see if we're ready. Oh yeah, we're ready. Let's just write like Mary. I don't know. Okay, I'm doing this in the air. That's so pretty. Look at that. And then it dries, and it has that metallic sheen to it. Really, really gorgeous. So let me put that back. Probably didn't have to pump it as much as I did. And what is this? Oh, Glorious Greens. I love Glorious spelled with the U. That's awesome. I don't think I've ever seen that before, because I hardly see with the U and then the word glorious, like favorite or like color. You know, you see that very often, but that's pretty. Okay, cool right there. Craft Perfect presents Glorious Greens Mirror Card Collection. Ooh, it has Holly Green, Flourishing Green, Smooth Mint, and Emerald Green. This is going to be gorgeous. I knew it. Look at that. Lovely. Okay, so there's your metallic. And there's your like matte metallic. Oh, I love this. I hope they do this with all the different colors of the rainbow. And then like, I was gonna say it's kind of minty, so that must be Smooth Mint. So it's gold, but it has like a green tone to it. And then there we go, Emerald Green. And let's see how that's different from this first one. Hopefully you can see the difference, how this one's like very deep green and this one's just like a little bit lighter green. A little more yellow maybe. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we have our papers. And like I said, you'll get a listing of each of the papers and their names. So let's start here. Oh, look at that. I want to say that's water spray, but I can't tell if it has that green tone. It might be just a silver one. I'm just trying to splay them out so we can see. Oh, yep, there's ginger. This is like one of my go-to colors from the Craft Perfect. I don't know, I use it a lot in like baking looking things or just anything that has to be like woodsy. It's just such a pretty color, that ginger. So we have this one on top, which again I believe is water spray, but I'm not 100% sure. Some silver glitter. It's very deep silver. That ginger color, so pretty. I think they call it ginger pie. This one is just like a white mottled kind of, not classic art, specialty paper. And then another dark green, or another classic card is what I was going to say, but in the dark green. And as you can see, it has a lot of texture, like a linen texture, and on the back side it has a little bit less texture. And if I were to stamp on classic card, I stamp on the side that has the less texture. We have that gorgeous candy cane stripe, red and white with foiling, red classic card, and then like a kind of mintier classic card compared to like this green, as you can see there. So you guys, let me put some of these to the side. Let's gather our thoughts and we'll create something cute. I will be right back, guys. So yeah, actually I went and looked at what this looks like, this thing, and this actually is here. So that's what it was. All right, so they're all here. What I'm gonna do is probably mostly die cutting today. I was looking at using a lot of that ginger and like green, so to get some red in here. I think we have the little candy canes. What I love is that one's facing left and the one's facing right, so you have one for either side of like your little house or whatever you're doing with them, but I do love that it includes one for each. But they do also have the stamp for that, so I think what I'm going to do is stamp in red this one and then on white paper and then cut them out, so that way this striping is red instead of just like a red one that has like lines, or a white one or something like that. Green would be another cute one, right? Those typical colors. I did grab some card blanks from my stash, so I'm just going to use one of these A2 size cards. If you're making your own, A2 is basically half of an A2 size paper, so it is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. If you're making your own card base and like that size. I think what I'm going to do is use some of the dies to do a lot of background, like little trees, or at least a couple. And this I think I'm going to use as my background paper. So I like matte layering my A2s with like 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, so it leaves a really small little edge. But 4 by 5 1/4 might be easier for some people to work with, or just a whole matte layer, right? 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to do that. So I'll have that cut down when I come back. Just simply what I'm going to do from this green. Let's just bring all this out. Let's bring that out. I mean, they have little peppermints, all kinds of cute things on here. I will say for the little inlay for the body that's already here, like your little gingerbread person, it has typically what a gingerbread man looks like. It has a little bow tie. And then over here, if you want a man and a little gal, you have the stamps for it, and then you would just cut it out with the outline with this guy, right? But I like these little trees here and their simplicity, so I'm going to cut out a few of these from some of the different greens in here, right? Just to give them some different looks. So like maybe from this one, oh, it's so pretty. Actually, I'm not going to pull out the whole thing. Let's, maybe we'll do a couple of these. I don't know, but I'm just going to cut down here, see if I can accommodate here 2 of these trees, and then maybe from this lighter green. Oh. This one that's a little bit different, maybe one of these guys. So let me cut down that paper, run those through right quick, and then we'll discuss doing our little gingerbread house and all that kind of decorating and stuff, but I'll be right back. These are so cute. How gorgeous those papers, they look so pristine. I love it, little curly cues. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll be right back. So like I said, a few of these. I may use all 3, I may not, just we'll see. This guy was here somewhere, right? Okay, and then something like that. I'm gonna use the tall house, so I'm gonna run that through the ginger. We'll do an inlay and run it through white paper and see how gossamer this white area is. I think it'll be pretty nice. Do we need icing? So I suppose you could do both of these. Like this actually has another inlay too. It has this one. For this guy, and it also has this little guy, and then it has this top part, so I don't know, let me see if I should just go right for this or this and then this, but I think they're different, so I think what I'll do is just go right for this guy, out of some white paper. Ooh, you know what, okay, let me bring this back. Just to make it a little bit different from the white icing, I'll run that one through this specialty one, so it has like a little icy look like this. And then just for my scrap paper, I'll run these guys together. So let me grab those things. We're gonna need more gingerbread for our little gingerbread man too. So let's talk about that right now. I'm gonna run this through just like this. And also our gingerbread man's little body. Just like this. Oh my gosh, you guys, they have even like what looks like a chimney, like little doorway. I mean, so cute. A lot of different things you can accent with. Before I misspeak. So this one I'm going to run through here. This guy, I'm not going to run through the ginger paper by itself. What we're going to do is opposite. So on this one, I'm just going to have that. And then on some white paper from like my basket here, I'll also run it through like this with the inlay. Of course, you tape it down so it doesn't move. You don't want that to move. Just like that, so tape down, run it through, and you'll have that accent. On this one, I'm going to run him through with the just white out of this one, okay? Because when I do the inlay of the ginger, the white will be peeking through. I hope that makes sense. So then we do this one inlaid. So it'll make sense when I come back. But we have most of our base pieces, and I'll be right back. How cute this is. I just have a couple little pieces to pop out, but it's really nice and just looking like icing. How cute is that? So I put some of these things aside for right now, and we'll get to the stamping of our candy canes and all that. So cute. It does have embossing area. If you would really like that to pop, then go ahead and run it through your machine with like the embossability capabilities your machine has. It has that little kind of area in there, and I will find a spot for that. I don't recall exactly where I got it from. There we go. So let's move these pieces to the side just for now. Let's go ahead and glue these guys down, or at least this piece down. And you know, I was envisioning basically a portrait type of card, but landscape would be really great. You make a whole village of the little gingerbread houses. You have several different ones to choose from there. Oh, I said I would clean this out, but I have not. But either way, I'm going to clean this out. Just put some glue. I always put glue on the very edges, and then just wherever I think should hit the other pieces, I'm going to glue those guys together. And then this little guy. Now, again, you can run that same die through again. Let's say you think he should have like a red bow tie. Run it through some red paper and get a little red bow tie that you pop in there, or however. But for me, I'm just going to glue those together like that. Okay? And then I will be right back. So I have these put together. I may or may not pop that up a little bit. So for right now, I'm not going to stick that down. We have this little guy. And you know, when I cleared away these pieces, I saw these little bits that kind of fell out of this. And I thought, wouldn't that be cute if we put those on his little arms and legs? Just a little something extra. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue, like a small amount. And since we do have left and right, because of the way this is designed, you can find little swirls that would go one way and little swirls that go the other way. And they literally just came out of this area here. And then I'll do the same thing for his little legs. And then we'll get to stamping and die cutting our candy canes, because I'll do that little trick I normally do when I have something that might be a little tricky to line up. Okay, so we have those things. We have our trees. Here we have these guys, and I need to stamp. And we have these guys. Again, photopolymer stamp set, really nice. I am gonna say, when I went to look to see about what might be missing as far as the dies, they do have something that looks different to me. You know, we have this die here, but in the other example that I saw, that what the carrier should look like, it's basically dies that cut out the sentiments. So I don't know, guys, and I'm sorry which one you will receive or how it will be, but I have a feeling it's going to be the sentiments and not that shape. So we will see. I'm just going to stamp this freehand and we'll see what happens. If I need to change out, I will. But for now, I just have this Glacier Cherry for my stash. Really fun color, nice and bright and red. I mean, you can even decorate like these little background trees if you want. There we go. There's, again, little like ornaments and like stars and cute things like that. Little peppermints you can pop in here and there. I'll put that one there. I'll put this one here. Okay. And I mean, you can definitely just go for it. Just like bring this guy over. But if you're even off a little bit, it'll be pretty noticeable. So what I'm going to do is a drop shadow. And it just helps you be a little more on Target there. So basically, I'm going to do them individually. I could cut a scrap from here too, but I have this other scrap paper here. What you want to do is do something like this, and you get yourself a piece of washi or something to make it hinge open. I'm going to run this through my die cutting machine. I'll be right back. So I have this, and what I'm going to do is just trim this down a little bit. And when you open this up, you're going to have a die cut, obviously, though it's die cut. And how cute is that? What we're going to do is just leave that where it is, just kind of flap it open and find the right candy cane, which is this one. And I'm looking right through that, like where would it cut if I ran it through the exact same spot? And if you can add another piece of tape to help you hold that down, go for it. Run that through, and you'll just have a much better idea of where you're cutting. Although it does have those little red spots or whatever color you stamped that do help you see through it. Just get you a little closer to where you want to be. And let's get that guy up. And there you go. Oh, I love that the little stitch line is like opposite, so it just gives it more texture. That is so cute. Okay, so I'll do the same thing for the opposite candy cane. So let's bring this back. We have those. We have some trees to play with. I kind of want to scatter them about. Let's see what that might look like. Oh, you know, maybe this one can go kind of in the front. Okay, all right. Ooh, it'd be also cute to run these trees through like an embossing folder, get a little texture. Let me bring this down here. So something like that. So let's go ahead and just get a little height, you know, kind of playing with the size of our card and just making sure we're just really taking advantage, making a nice scene. Cute. And then yeah, maybe this one will be up front. This guy will definitely be like right here. So let's take that away. Cute. I'm kind of grounding it just so that you don't have to actually make ground for it. It's just like this is where it is because it's down at the bottom. Let's see about our little candy canes. So cute. Of course, they have to be something like that. I'm giving them some good room, like, so it's something you really notice and takes up more space. Cute. So let me hold these things down, and then I'll get some dimensionals on this guy in the meantime. Also on our gingerbread man, and possibly on this. Okay, and I'll be right back. There's my little scene, and like I said, I have this little guy kind of popped up right here. Little dimension. And of course our little man who lives in here. So cute. And then we have the top of little icing up here. And again, just a little bit different with that different kind of textured, beautiful specialty card. How cute. So we need a sentiment and things, but along with that, I think what I'm gonna do is put some of the drops. So we have some of this guy. And before I always use these, I always just kind of do a little starter just to make sure that we're good to go. It looks pretty good actually. If you see like any air in there, just make sure that that goes before anything else. And I'm just gonna take a moment, squeeze, stop squeezing, let go. I don't get super close to the paper. I mean, I don't touch the paper, should I say. You just kind of get close there. And I'm just going to add some different drops all up on this top part, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, guys, how cute. And I try to make them larger as I went down so that it looks like they're closer perspective, you know. And then when I was done, just kind of give it a smack like this on a hard surface just to kind of flatten them out just a little bit, and that's how I do them all at once. So there's that. Super cute. And let's see about our sentiment. Now I do have, like I said, saw some of these sentiments you can cut out, like we have this piece here, this over here. So again, this area also looks like it cuts out a sentiment, possibly something like that. So let's see. Warm winter wishes. Oh, that's cute. Okay, let's do that one because I have the 2 pieces for that. So I'm going to stamp that in red ink, of course. You know, just on some white paper. I'll run it through. Warm Winter Wishes. And then, I don't know if my background paper is going to be red or green, you know, from the paper pack. But I'll be right back. Real quick on this one, I do just look right through and see where it is that I want to cut that, and you know, I just try to split the difference, like what's showing here, what's showing at the top there. That looks pretty good. I'll tape it and run it through. Actually, I went with that stripe one, and I cut a piece, you know how I was just cutting the paper like to kind of fit without having seen the die, and that was perfect. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue those 2 together, and I'm gonna put some dimension on the back of this, okay? And I'll be right back. Cleaning up so I can just finish up the card, and it looks nice back here. But look, we have those little white canes from earlier. Like, why not glue those together on the back of that and then put it down? So that's what I'm gonna do. I think that looks very cute. So a little glue here, a little glue here, and kind of eyeballing what that needs to look like. Cute. I'll straighten them up a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and get dimensionals on the back of that. So let me just get that off there. And we have our cute drops. We have all these fun things. I think I'm just going to pop this on here. Just off the side just a little bit. Like right on the edge there. And that is our fun whimsical card. It's super cute. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Tonic, for sending these items for a review, for sponsoring the video. I'll have links in the description box, and I'll have images coming up, and I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now.